And we're starting to see the tassels starting to merge on the corn plants. And of course we've got a phenomenon that isn't normal, in that we've got silks that are really long, and of course we need both of those for the pollination process. But the typical corn plant will push the tassel out first, and then the silks will start to emerge, and that's when the pollination will occur as the pollen falls. With this silk being out this far and the tassel just barely pushing out, it's not pushing up strong, that's a real indication that we've got a boron deficiency. Boron is really responsive to the crop as far as pollination, whether it be a corn crop or a soybean crop. And in corn plants, as the corn plant reaches tassel, we've got data that indicates that is when a drop in boron can occur, but it also, due to the wet weather that we've had this last month, it flushes that boron out of the soil system so that the corn plant or other crop cannot get a hold of it as needed. So to remedy that, we can fly on a boron. We've got a product in boron that's a nitrogen and boron mix. It can be blended with a lot of our insecticides if we would have silk clipping going on, or if we have a fungicide treatment, it could be added in at a quart per acre. Does the job of helping the corn plant deal with this boron deficiency for a short period of time, which that would really make a huge difference. In our trials, we've seen from that 4 bushel per acre to 8 bushel per acre by adding that 1 quart rate of in boron to an application of insecticide or fungicide. The second thing that we'll think about as we look at these corn plants, so with all this great nutrition, as you go to the bottom leaves, and you can kind of do it in each of your fields, if those bottom leaves are nice and dark green, exactly like this one, don't have a lot of firing or yellow, that means that that corn plant has lots of nitrogen, has plenty of nitrogen, and that's the typical for everywhere that I've run around in central Illinois. Our corn plants look fabulous, and the last time we saw this was in 2004, and we saw the same phenomenon with the silk coming out first, the tassel not emerging and going straight on up like it should. That was a great indicator that we've got plenty of nutrition to get us through the pollination, and really the timing for the best fungicide application is going to be after the pollination occurs, because that's when the seed fill is going to start, and we've got enough hormones and enough nutrition going on in the corn plant to get us through pollination. As we start to go beyond that, that's when that ethylene gas that we find when we get a strobilurin fungicide put on really helps to fill those kernels during the next month as they go through that maturity process. And so that fungicide is a hormone that really assists the plant with filling that kernel, using the nutrition correctly. Both the boron and the ethylene gas improve the efficiency of the nitrogen and potassium that's in the corn plants, really assisting it with standability and its ability to fill that kernel and put the most test weight in there. So unless you've got a disease that moves in right at tassel time, I would suggest moving or delaying that fungicide application for about 10 days to 2 weeks after first tassel, and that should be about a really good timing to get the most out of that application. That's what we're going to do here at the research farm, and I believe that is what we saw back in 2004 during these same similar circumstances with tremendous nutrition in our corn plants, and good pollination will occur.